Very good afternoon, everyone. Warmest welcome to my channel. Today's subject, I would like to share about the best way on how to pass your job interview. If you follow this strategy, I guarantee you that you will surely pass your interview. If you are interested in today's content and want to pass your job interview, please watch from the beginning till the end. I hope you will enjoy watching. The interview can be the most important thing in our life because our life can go into a different direction depending on the result of one single interview. On today's video, I will share my strategy to increase your chance to pass any kind of interview up to 100%. If you are planning to start your new career or change your job, I would recommend not to miss this video. There are two important strategies about success. The first thing we need to remember about success is, in normal circumstances, we are supposed to get most of our mission in our life successful. We must understand the failure is not usual. We should always remind ourselves that success is usually come from the most of our effort and commitment. Another thing we should remember about success is we will receive a great return, we will receive a reward, we will receive a compensation for all the effort, time, and energy that we invest to make our mission successful. Because we did not realize the two strategy, unfortunately, many of us do not have the habit of success yet. There are some people who already cultivate the habit of success, and this is why you can see many of them become always lucky for the most of their mission. They want to achieve. In fact, they are not just lucky all the time. They have the habit of their success. So what we need to do from today onward to become one of those lucky person, we should start to cultivate our own habit of success too. We can make this life-changing habit of success by assigning us with a simple and easy mission for our daily life. Then we need to achieve all of them without any single exception. And we need to commit ourselves. No failure is allowed because they are very easy and small. That very good chance for us to achieve up to 100%. And once you achieve those small and easy missions for 3 to 4 months, now it's time for you or for us to increase the level of difficulty on those missions. Then we need to achieve all of them, no failure, no exception, and then you increase the difficulty of your mission step by step. If you keep doing this exercise, eventually you will reach the level where you will be feel comfortable and confident with any kind of mission given to you in your normal life. And if we find ourselves making everything given to you successful without any exception. Personally, I think question on the interview is also a kind of habit. If we realize the importance of one particular interview and make them a proper preparation, we are supposed to make them successful. Unfortunately, in many cases, we believe the outcome of the interview is entirely up to the interviewer, not up to our preparation. That is why we did not spend enough time and energy for our preparation. And eventually, we are likely fail the interview. We could have changed our life dramatically, it is a big shame as an organization or hotel leader. We usually have several interviews per day. We observe most of the candidates are not ready for the interview. Normally, there are frequently asked questions during the normal interview process, such as what are your strengths, what are your achievements from your current role, why do you want to move to this company, what is your big challenge in your current role, what are your leadership style, what is the core value of your management philosophy, all that kind of question. The problem is most of the candidates are not prepared. For those very obvious questions, many of the candidates give the answer very normal, very usual. Nothing is interest, nothing is specific at all. For example, when we ask what is their biggest achievement, not many of the candidates present their biggest achievement with a specific number, supported by what kind of action they have been taken. Here I am talking about the interview for a senior position or department head in the hotel industry. The most part has not come yet. What amazed me the most is many of the candidates absolutely has no idea about the hotel they are applied for. There are many candidates did not go to the website to check the basic information of that hotel they are applied for. For example, when we ask them, many of them have no clue how many rooms, how many banquet function rooms, how many restaurants, how many bars, what is the facility that the hotel have, and so on. And especially, what is the status of the image or reputation of that hotel in social media? What is the ranking in the TripAdvisor and other OTA and so on? In fact, this kind of information is the basic which you can obtain from a different kind of sources. Just invest a few hours prior to the interview to check the detail of those information. Maybe it is a bit tough, but we want to describe the situation like this. Let's say you meet a woman or man that you did not know before, and that person approach you and say, I don't know you, but I want to get married with you. What will be the chance for you to say yes or no to him or her? I am sure the chance will be close to 0%. Getting the job is almost the same. You also need to understand that our life can be changed dramatically, it depending on where you work and which whom we are working with. So it is absolutely a must for you to spend enough time to investigate and research about the company before you make decision to submit your job application. If you have done your homework, you have done enough researches about the company, and if you still want to join the company, now it's time for you to go on interview preparation. What I mean by interview preparation, first of all, you need to list up all the different kind of questions and the situation you might encounter during your interview process. And then you should prepare all the answer and the response on every single question and situation you might encounter during your interview. Still, it is a basic, and your chance to pass this interview is around 50%. Even though you have prepared all those answers and respond, which is not good enough. Now you should also prepare your wow factor, which eventually help to increase up to 100%. This wow factor must be something unique and effective enough to impress the interviewer and make them not want to lose you. I will share one of the good examples which I used for the wow factor during one of my previous interviews. Here is the document I have prepared for my previous interview. Let me share the content with you. This one was the preparation I have made when I applied for the GM position at one of the hotel. The question here is, I start from the introduction of myself. I briefly make the summary of myself and my career development. What is the reason I want to apply for this position? What is the reason I want to leave my current role? What do I know about LS International Hotel that I apply for? What is the main achievement I have made in my current hotel? I have made a summary of all the information, a lot of achievement, especially I share the exact number of those achievements as well. I describe my career objective, main motivation, what drives me, and about the leadership, how do I lead my team, what are my strengths, what are my weaknesses. When I answer about my weaknesses, of course, I add up what kind of effort I made in order for me to rectify those weaknesses. I also share the big achievement in my career, what kind of the most difficult situation I have experienced handling. What do I know about the owning company? What is my typical day as a general manager? What is the most important thing in my life? What is my management philosophy? How do I unwind myself? What is my current package? And I also prepare in case they ask me if I have any question. I also prepare a certain good question to impress them as well. So this is what I have prepared for every single interview I have attended. I want to show you one more important thing I have prepared for the wow factor. I spent almost 1 week to read all the guest comments on the TripAdvisor website. So I went into the tripadvisor.com and read all the comments about LS International Hotel for the last previous of 1 year. And then I made the analysis and make a summary such as what are the most frequent complaints from the guests. And I found those top three. The top three was the quality of breakfast, staff attitude, and housekeeping issue, mainly about cleanliness in the guest room. Amazingly, those three areas were 46% share of the total guest complaint in the hotel. So during interview, I told the interviewer, based on my study in LS International Hotel social media website for the last 1 year, I found out LS International Hotel has a three main problems. The problem are quality of breakfast, staff attitude, and cleanliness in the guest room. I told the interviewer that if I have the chance to work here as a GM for the first 6 months, I will focus on these three issues so I can rectify the source of the complaint and increase the satisfaction level of the guest which will eventually improve the financial performance in a long-term strategy. Of course, they look quite impressed, and finally, I got that position as a general manager at LS International Hotel. If you spend 1 week of your time, you will easily can prepare all of this document. It is very obvious what kind of question the interviewer will ask during the interview, depending on the character or nature of the business. You just spend enough time and energy to prepare those questions and your own answer. Once you have all these questions ready, now it's time for you to run several simulations. For me, I have done rehearsal at least 30 times using this document. I take at least 1 hour to run each time of rehearsal. Basically, I read those questions and I try to answer those questions in a natural and confident way. If you invest 30 hours, you can easily go through the 30 time simulation for interview. Once you complete 30 time simulation interview, you feel very comfortable and confident. When you go into the real interview, you will be able to show the interviewer the most prepared, the most confident, the most professional, and the most attractive version of you. One more very important thing I would like to highlight here. You must prepare this answer for this interview preparation according to your own life value, according to your own life philosophy and way of thinking. Your answer must be one of your genuine reflecting your faith and belief. Most of the time, I see people prepare themselves by reading the book to learn. It's called the right answer prepared by the writer. In my opinion, it is very sad in case you pass the interview by repeating the right answer which is not coming from your own thought. You must remember, choosing a working place is one of the most important decisions in your life. And your interview is very valuable opportunity for you to check if this company and each people are suitable for you, suitable for your career objective and development plan. In case you find out the company working culture, management philosophy, or the way of people thinking in the company are not in line with your own, you should choose not to join the company. Once again, it is the same as marriage. You want to make a decision, you want to choose who you want to get married to yourself. Same here. You should be able to choose and make your own decision which company you would like to work for. After obtaining enough information and after doing enough researches about the particular company, I had this kind of situation when I had interview with owning company of LS International Hotel. One of the interviewer from the owning company mentioned to me that for the last 20 years, all the previous GM are single status. They never had GM who has a family, who got married. Because they believe that GM without family do not worry about something else, so they can simply give 100% they have to focus for the company or hotel success. So, how do we respond to this comment? We cannot say that I will sacrifice my family and focus on the job. My answer was based on my life philosophy and personal belief. Family is the most important thing in my life. I believe my family will help me a lot in order to perform my job better at my workplace. My opinion, when we have a happy relationship with our family member, they will help us to remain professional, stable, consistent, focused, and productive. So I believe the marriage will help to have a higher chance to have a higher performance consistently in a long term compared to a single GM. That was my response to the interviewer. Human beings look very different when we say something which are not matching with our life value or personal philosophy. Please remember, you will look much more genuine, you will look much more professional, you will look much more valuable, much more attractive when you say something coming from the bottom of your heart. That's all for today. So I hope this video will help you to pass your next interview with 100%. I will share with different topic in the next coming video. Please do not forget to hit the like and subscribe and help to share my channel if you would like to join me again for the upcoming video. Thank you very much for your valuable time watching from the beginning till the end. I wish you all a very happy and productive day. See you again soon. Bye bye.